Yeah. Holla if you hear me. Yeah. Holla if you hear me. You're too near me. See it clearly. Holla if you hear me. Yeah. Here we go, turn it up, let it start. From block to block, snatching hearts and jacking marks. And the police can't fade me and make me. You can have me someday, G. But right now I got my mind set up. Looking down the barrel of a nine, get up. Cause it's time to make the payback back to my brothers on the block. Better stay strapped, black, and accept no substitutes. I bring truth to the youth, to the roof of the whole school. Oh no, I won't turn the other cheek. Case you can't see this when we burn the other week. Now we got them in a smash, blast. How long will it last? Till them don't get more cash. Until they raise up, till my young black man blaze up. Like Celeste, no stress, yes. Or giving but we thankful that you're living blessed. Much love to my brothers in the pen. See you when I free you, if not when they shove me in. Once again, it's an all-out stop. Keep your hands in your gap, and now your boys watch your back. Cause in the alleys out in Cali, I'ma tell ya, mess with the best and the best will help ya. Scream if you feel me, see it clearly. You're too near me, holla if you hear me. Holla if you hear me. Holla if you hear me. Pump your fist like this, holla if you hear me. If you're pissed to the sellouts, living it up. One way or another, you be giving it up. I guess cause I'm black born, I'm supposed to say please sing songs. When it's time for a new plan, bam, I'll be singing like a one-man clan. Here we go, turn it up, don't stop. Till the homies on the block getting dropped by cops. I'm still around.
Finish! Woo-hoo-hoo! 600! Holy shit, dude.
Alright, someone's gotta say it. You can do one more plate.
Change.
Hello there, friends. We've done it. Let's get this out of the way right off the bat. Touch and go, fat pad. My glutes most certainly left the bench press, but 600 has been completed. I definitely don't claim this to be a powerlifting standard lift, and my 600-pound bench press is nowhere near as impressive as someone like John Hacks, who did it in a full power meet with competition commands. Definitely not the same thing. I think it would probably take me 3 more training cycles of really dedicated work to get to the point where on a comp bench with external commands, I could get that done. Which I considered working towards, but I got to get back to the actual sport I compete in strongman. I can't spend that long away on this side quest. I'm just a shitty amateur strongman that wanted to say he's done a 600-pound bench press. Not claiming it's a powerlifting standard lift. I just wanted the bragging rights. And over in strongman, our standards for form, much lower. So I'll take it. And to the guy who said, wouldn't it be better if you paused on your chest rather than bouncing it off your chest? Yes, absolutely it would be better. And I would if I could. That shit was fucking heavy. I was getting that done by whatever means necessary because this is just for my own checking something off. I was like thinking about if you guys have gone to the Symmetric Strength website where you input your lifts and it says relative to other lifters, your level. Oh, your bench is ahead of the curve. Your deadlift's behind the curve. Here's the muscles that are strong. It's a cool website. And I was thinking about like they have a little anatomical figure and they show you your strengths and your weaknesses. And I was like, it's cool to think that I feel as though my pecs and my triceps have been checked off to like kind of reach the level I had always thought was super cool. Now I got to start adding other muscles to that. But I'm really happy, guys. I wish I had the energy to document more, to show you guys. This has been definitely the most difficult prep for a lift, both physically and mentally. And I'm not really sure that I did a good job documenting the parts where things were really, really a struggle. Usually I like to make things look easy so I don't get a bunch of unsolicited advice. But Yeah, definitely the most pressure I've put on myself. My resting heart rate's been astronomically high. I haven't been able to sleep because I really wanted to achieve this. I know I could have pushed another training cycle and I could have got it done, but I really wanted to get that done and get back to the actual sport I compete in. And it meant a lot to me. I know, like, zoomed out, a lot of you guys said, oh, just take your time. I don't like the kind of athlete I become to become the best bench presser possible. And I don't want to spend a bunch of time there. It's part of the reason I'm not going to do a powerlifting meet to do it to standard. It's just I don't like the kind of package that requires me to bring. Maybe down the line I'm a bigger, stronger guy, and I can go try my hand at a 600-pound bench press without as rigorous of a preparation and really without as much specializing. And I could definitely do that. But it just reminded me why I prefer strongman is the competitive package involves maintaining a good level of rep conditioning and conditioning for pretty difficult aerobic tasks of carrying really, really heavy bags. Yeah, I don't know. It just reminded me of some of the things I like about it, and I want to get back into, my overhead training and my training for reps and my training carrying stuff for distance. I definitely want to get back to that. But definitely the hardest I've had to push. I pushed my body weight. I left for the gym at 277 pounds. If you guys recall, we started this preparation in the low 250s, and a lot of that weight gain has just been over the last 2 weeks of me pushing my carbs and pushing my electrolytes to get my water retention really high. So I feel like shit, to be perfectly honest. I'm retaining a ton of water. My low back kind of pumps up just doing everything. Walking out has been miserable. And I've just been force feeding to the verge of puking day after day after day to get ready for this. So when I got it, it was nothing but relief. It wasn't even fucking joy. I didn't get up and celebrate because I just lied there because it's like, I have prepped really hard for this and I didn't want to feel like it was for nothing. Now, I know you guys outside looking in, you're like, oh, just if you didn't get this training, so I could get it next. But I've pushed myself to this point of real discomfort and I don't want to fucking do it again. Mentally, this is also just the most pressure I've put on myself to get something. And it paid off, but I was an absolute wreck the last 4 days. Mental health was in the gutter, struggling to sleep, just force feeding. So to get it done, I'm really happy. Thank you guys for following along and supporting. I wish I had been a little bit more active in documenting this, but usually when I'm really, really in the trenches of fatigue and my sleep is bad and the supplements are high, I tend to try to log off of social media a little bit because comments will annoy me quite a bit more because I'm like, oh man, I'm working so hard and I just want to show people this hard work I'm doing. And why the fuck are you why the fuck are you leaving these comments? It really gets to me a little bit more than usual. So I usually try to back off of that and really just focus on being the best athlete I can. But that also makes it very difficult to really authentically log the process in the way that I desire. I definitely don't think this series reached the level of detail of like describing it and showing it that I had hoped for, but we got a lot of roads to fill out the rest of that muscle chart. So thank you guys for watching. I really, really appreciate you boys. Sorry, just a couple last things that I thought of while editing. One, when I said low 250s is where we started in body weight, that's just wrong. It's high, I meant to say high 250s. We started at like 258, 259. And we probably got to morning weight this morning, probably around 272. Yeah. And then the other two things I just wanted to throw in here. I will hopefully make a video pretty soon about like what I think you guys could take away from my road to 600 in terms of just tips for maximizing your bench press that I utilize that could help you guys towards your goals. I think that would be a fun video to make. And then somebody asked me on one of the earlier videos in the series what my plan to celebrate when I got it. And I will tell you my plan. My plan is I'm probably just not going to eat for like 24 hours. I'm rewarding myself with a 24-hour fast. And we're kicking this drop in body weight off. We're kicking off my first ever cut. I think this is going to take me 3 weeks. I just have no desire to eat anything. I want to get on the treadmill for like an hour a day and get back in decent shape. I'm quite amped about that. So yeah, the celebration is just not force feeding.